Alright.
Alright.
Slay, 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 slay. Bitch. How you doing? Anyway. Hello everyone, my name is Kadi. It is a regular bloggy, well, actually maybe like more like a rant kind of thing. I got done basically everything that I needed to do today. Let me show you guys the notes, sticky note. So we didn't get everything done. We got uploaded clips, uploading reel, call my insurance, do some work. The last thing on the list is make music. It's currently 3:29. You know I don't do work. So I'm chilling. I'm about to roll up. Head to the car to roll up. I got some wings left over from last night. Ugh. So yeah, we finna eat those, roll up in the car. Yeah, I'll just do papers today. I got like, I think 2 more of these backwoods, but I'm gonna just do papers for today. I got like no gas left, so I'm gonna take these roaches with me. Okay. Alright, let's go to the car. But before we head to the car, I just kind of wanted to talk about this. I stopped trading like hours ago, but it was just, bro, like, just seeing how price is just respecting my zones, and it's just seeing like how I'm hitting TP and all that stuff. It's just bringing me so much more confidence to like everything, and it's just crazy. I just had to talk about that, and we'll talk about it more in the car, but just wanted to bring that up. All right, now we're going to the car. All right. So we're in the car now. Yeah, it's like basically like 3:30 right now. Just gonna roll up real quick. I realized I haven't like done like a little sit down talking about shit that's going on. Yeah, I don't know when you guys are getting this video. It might be like New Year's by then, which is kind of crazy to think, or New Year's probably already passed, like a couple of days, I'm pretty sure. So happy New Year to anybody that's watching this video. 2026. Hope it's been okay. You know, it's a year. And yeah, man, it's crazy. There's a lot of things that's happened in 2025 that, man, it just shows how much of a pivotal point, I don't even know what I'm saying. A lot has just happened in my life. Like, this was just such a pivotal year for everything, you know, like this was the year of self-acceptance, of self-realization, understanding that psychology, like really understanding that psychology was the thing that really like holding me back. You know, their system wise, yeah, but every system works. It's really just all about the psychology of the person, like how much you're willing to lose. And it might not even be about losing money. It could just be about being wrong, which is like, you know, my situation, right? Like I could be losing $100, $2 or whatever, something small, and still be like, oh, going crazy. And it's not because of the amount. It's because of the fact that you told me that I was wrong, and I'm a person that doesn't like to be told that I'm wrong. I like to be right. And I don't like to be called out. And so once that happens, or with the markets, how I feel like I'm getting called out, I like to retaliate and be the only one that stands up on top and have the last word. And it never. And it's like, I do have the last word, but it never is a good one. Like, yeah. So that's what I've been learning from all throughout 2025, and just overcoming that and putting frameworks in place in order for me to be able to overcome that, or have, you know, things in place for those situations. Now, of course, family wise, my grandmother passed away, which is, something that it happened. And we recently celebrated her 40th day, passed away. It's not really celebrated, but more so like recognizing that, the 40 days. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's been like 2 months since it all happened, and it's just like she's not here. Like, she's still alive, but it's like she's not alive in this sense. So there's definitely like some weirdness to it, and I'm hitting up like my cousins, and it's strange. I don't know how to feel. Then of course, like the whole getting an apartment and my job and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's what like was really mainly on my mind, just like going into 2026, is like, how am I going to be making money? What am I going to do? What is my choice? What are, like, so many things that I want to do and experience, but it's like, how the fuck am I going to do that? Like, money has to be coming in somehow, right? Like, I mentioned this before. Like, yeah, I have savings, but there's going to be a point when, there's no money coming in and there's only money coming out. And that's not a good job to be in. Like, some kind of money got to come in. Unemployment is only for 6 months. That's not going to pay bills for, you know what I mean? Like, that's nothing. So, yeah, right now I don't know if I said it to myself specifically, but like, I'm going to be a full-time day trader. That's exactly what I'm going to be. It's something that I've been dreaming of. I didn't realize, like, as a career for myself it's like since I was on this journey. And it's not really that, because like I never specifically, like, when I first started, I was like, I'm going to do this full time. And, it was just something that I knew that I wanted to do, that I had to do. But I didn't know what I wanted to do with it, in a sense. Like, I didn't know if I was going to be one of those people where, this is just a side hustle, where this is just like some extra income coming in on top of my 9-to-5 job. I didn't know, right? Like, I think that's what I was kind of leaning on. Just finding a way to make money at a different source. So that's what I was, I guess, planning on doing. And then, got the news that my department is going to be let go. And I mean, that put a wrench into some things. So, I'm just grateful that my mind was open and has been open, because if I wasn't the person that I was or am, I would be in an apartment, till April of 2026. And I would be trying to figure out how I'm about to pay that rent, because, again, I don't have a job. And also, again, unemployment is only for 6 months. By the time you're seeing this, it's January, and I still got, like 3-4 more months to go. So yeah, best believe if I was in that situation, I'd be scrambling. So shout out to me for not getting that apartment and deciding to save all of that money. Like, literally, I decided to save like all the money that would be going to rent. I decided to save up every single month, and then some. And that's really what got me into a more desirable goal. Like, I have 5 figures saved up specifically for trading. My initial goal, and this is really, something that I'm trying to figure out for myself, because now I'm going back and forth, which is nothing normal. But I'm trying to understand, like, bro, like, it makes sense to do the prop firm route, and I was so for it. And then today I was really crunching the numbers. Like, I've been crunching the numbers this entire time, but today I was really crunching in the numbers. I was like, taking into percentages, taking into tax, and just taking into my, different performances, looking at different stats, the worst case, the best case, the average case. It was a lot. And it's like I was shooting for the $25,000 account because I thought that this is funny. I thought you only needed to make a profit target of like $1,600 in order to withdraw $1,500, but that is not the case. If you want to withdraw $1,500 for on a 25K account, you would need to make like $2,700, and that throws a huge wrench to my shit because I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to make a band or $1,500, and I gotta make like $2,700 or maybe close to $2,800, basically $3,000 to make $1,500. And I'm just like, bro, like, imagine making all that money and you don't get it, and you only get a little bit of it, right? Like, I don't know, that shit is just, it's so worth it, right? Like, once you have the money, and I have the money, I have 5 figures saved up, so it's like I could do like 4 funded accounts at once, and like, potentially get a payout, and that could be like a high monthly amount, maybe like close to the amount that I make from my job, right? With just 4 accounts reaching that $1,500 goal. I don't know, bro. It's getting to me because it's like, what is this? Literally today, it made me feel like, yo, I should just like think about growing my own personal account again, because it's like, if I make $2,800 on my account, I can withdraw $2,800. Like, that's the that'd be the part that gets to me, bro. That'd be the part that gets to me. I don't know if y'all saw me. I was like staring off at somebody. But yeah, like, let's just spark up real quick, bro. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I know what I want to do, but it's like, bro, like, it was like, there's so much opportunity with prop firms, right? But at the same time, there's so many rules in prop firms, bro. But hold on. That shit got me like, also like, what do I do type shit again. Because I love the opportunity, but I don't like rules. Like, I don't like that shit is just annoying to me. But it's, again, it's worth it. But I'm just trying to see if it's worth it. What's more worth it for the person that I am, right? Just like with everything else, like, it could be worth it. It could make sense for somebody else, right? But if it don't align with you, then unfortunately you have to chalk it. And it's like, I don't know what aligns with me and what doesn't. Like, with this, like, I'm still trying to figure it out. But just know, if I had like 50 bands laying around somewhere, I'd probably just put half of it in 25K or like a 15K account, put that John up there and start trading. Because now we got, like, split the 50K into smaller accounts, just so we don't have like, we're on a 50K account. Breathe. Because I was looking at because with Ninja Trader, like, the intraday margins, like, you only need $500 per contract, right? So if you have 10 bands, then that's like 10 contracts that you can trade up to, right? And for me, like I was looking at what I could to replace like my job based off of taxes, like including taxes. Like I only, like if I just make $300 a day, like I'm chilling. Like $300 a day, I am chilling. The worst that I can make, technically worse or whatever, is like 250 or 225, 250, like around there. That's the worst that I can do in a day, or to still be within that area. Assuming, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, I I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Right now, bro, I just want to be on the personal, bro. I just want to be on the personal, because it's like, you know how stressful trading is to do and to deal with. It's just like, and then you saying some of that shit not mine, bro. It's, bro, say I had like last week was an amazing week. I was 13-2. 13-2, bro. I wish I could. Hold on, let me do the math real quick. Okay, so I was just doing the math. I was like, last week was an amazing week for me, right? That was like gross, about like $1,700 based off of me doing like how I could see myself doing it if I was on a personal account, right? Like risking $300 like per trade based off of last week. That was like a $1,700 win, because there's some fluctuation in it. So I added 30% to account for like the 1-to-1 trades that are in there in that 13-2, because it's not just like all negative RR trades, right? So some of the wins are worth more, but the losses are the same amount. So yeah, so that's looking about like $1,700. And even if we take away tax, which I'm accounting 40%, which is a little high, but I feel like that's the max, and that's how I would want to account for it. That's still an $800 week. So that's normal for me. That's normal for like my regular lifestyle here, right? So the fact, I mean, and we know that that's not going to be like every week. So the fact that that's something that happened, I would want to withdraw that. I would want to withdraw that, because it's like everything, like that's not gonna happen often, and we got bills to pay. So we should take a little bit of that, you know, just in case. Because how next week gonna be? Like today, it was 2-1. It was a break even, right? But you know, like last week, the first day, we was 3-0. So you know what I mean? So we don't know how it's gonna be. I just remember that day when I took 8 trades in a day, and I was 7-1. Bro, that shit was crazy. Like the way that we trade now, the streaks that we were on, like last week we were on a 12 trade winning streak, like to here, and like, oh, some weeks we're on a 4-day winning streak, 5-day winning streak. That's normal, right? Like that's so weird. It's like we lose, but it'd be like here and there. Bro, the ash is almost as tall as the actual blunt. Yeah. I'm figuring things out, and I just don't know exactly what to do. It's like, I know what I want to do, but I am just so scared. I know what I want to do. I know how we started in all of this, and I know how we are. Okay, we want to be alone. We want to be separate. I don't care about your rules. Because that's exactly why we want and we are an entrepreneur. Not essentially, but you know what I mean? But what makes us that? It's what, like, not wanting to work for somebody else, having that set rate, having to deal with these rules and being capped, even though there is potential for more growth, as we all know, in any job, right? It's, yeah, man, Apex is a job. These prop firms are a job. You're just a contractor, 1099, but either way, you're still working for them. And you're not your own person. They can deny you money that you traded. What? You know what I mean? Even though, which is crazy, even though they let you trade that way. However trade that you traded, whatever rules that made it in your payout denied, they let you get up to that point. Or how about this? You grew your account up to that point. And it's like, man, that's why I want to do the payouts. That's why I want to get the prop firms, because it's like, it'll be so much easier for me to grow my account. Like, it's a job, right? Like, how am I gonna get money? Like, that shit is hard. So I'm really just like figuring out what is right for the circumstance that I'm in. And that's what requires a job, you know. And as far as actual jobs that I would be willing to take on if needed, it's really just like part-time, and something later in the afternoons, because I was thinking about going into sales, but sales, you got to start early in the morning, and all I can think about is trading. So I'm like, that's no way. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not giving up on trading. Like, trading is a must. How can you fit me into my schedule, literally? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm hoping for something like Trader Joe's, or like fucking, damn, I don't want to go back to UPS. I don't even think I can go back to UPS because I left out the job. Maybe I could go for Amazon, like a later shift in Amazon. You know, I'm pretty sure there is a Amazon location in my neighborhood somewhere. So listen, it's whatever I gotta do to make this work. I don't mind going back. I don't mind doing Amazon, but we gotta see what the role actually is. Like, I'm not lifting up a lot of shit. Like, I'm a girl whole time. It's like, everybody's like, yo, you're so strong, Gritty. Oh my God. It's like, yeah, I have strength. That doesn't mean I want to use it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, only in circumstances. And it's not like I'm showing off in any kind of way. Like, even if you try to do that, like, oh my God, look at me, like, I can lift this box, they're gonna give you more boxes. And it's like, I don't want to work hard. I don't want to fucking lift shit up for you. So it's like, yeah, like, put me in the small bins, the small loads. I could do that. The same job, but smaller shit. Like, yeah, I can do that. There's no fucking way I'm doing what I did. I got gooped and gobbed, and I'm not going back to that. Of course, I wanted to make this a short video, and then at the same time, I was like, this is literally for me, you know. I'll be able to look back at this 2 years from now and be like, yo, I'm so glad we made these videos. I'm so glad. I may not watch all of them, but being able to go back in time and see a different video about, like, hey, what am I talking about? Just for a little bit, you know, it's kind of cool. I just want to figure out my life, you know, and I enjoy talking about it. And my talks are long because life is long, thinking is long, everything it's more longer. But I know people prefer like shorter stuff, and I want to attribute to that, but it's not looking like it. So that's why I came on YouTube, bro. I love to vent, I love to talk. And listen, if there's anybody that's watching this video up to this point, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Even if it's me, that's crazy. Man, listen, I'm proud of you, Kadi. You're gonna figure it out. And everything happens for a reason. You get to decide that. You know what you want to do, but you are afraid. Shit, bro. Yeah, okay. It sounds like the personal account is gonna be the way. But I am gonna try the prop firms. I am gonna try them. Because it doesn't make sense for me to just have this. I already have the funded. I haven't. They just did another charge on it. I haven't activated the account because I haven't proven to myself about the 1,600 profit target, which we're looking to achieve within a month. Right now we're on like trading day 15, so halfway through a month of trading. I'm proud of myself because it has taken us a while to get here, and it's been a journey that I can enjoy and that I can look back on and be like, yo, this was way better. This was way better, bro. Like, all the attempts before this was way better. Even though I've blown the account like twice and I had to reset it. Before then, let's say these were real profits. Like, this was real life, bro. Let's say all the times I've blown the account was just me withdrawing. Let's just say $900, $1,000, and now we currently sit at a little over $1,000, bro. And this is from August to now. That's a month. That would have been like withdrawn 2K, right? And then the other one, and now we're sitting at $1,000, so like $3,000 in profit within that month. So it's like pretty good, man. It's like, imagine if this was real. You know, I'm just doing this with one contract, something that's extremely possible. And it's like, I want to continue to increase the contract size. And yeah, that does scare me, but it feels like it makes more sense. But now that I'm thinking about it, it might not, since I'm going on the personal account. But how about this? Right now, personal account, 1 contract. On the prop firms, 2 contracts. Wow. You think it'd be opposite, but like, I don't care about the prop firms. I care about my personal account. I'm willing to take it a little bit slower, depending on, you know, based on the data. If we're able to control our emotions when we're wrong about trades, then the sizing shouldn't matter as much. Too much, because I've done it on the prop firms, like the 2, it's not too much, it's just like, oh, okay, a little bit more profit when we get these trades going on, which is cool to see, because right now we're hovering Our best days usually hover a little under 180, 185, like around that time, like a little under that. So it's like, okay, we're seeing some shit. Let's see more. That's the greedy side of me. But at the same time, I also know that it's all about the setups that I take every single time. Like, all of this money, it's not coming from anywhere. It's coming from fucking me in the markets picking out good trades. And today I got extremely happy because of, the things that I've been learning from myself, just reading my trading journal. It's been amazing for me to see that and to see how much I've improved or how much it like means to actually be listening to my past self and listening to what she's been going through, because it's like, wow, I've been doing the same mistake all of this time. And I talk about, the losses and my stats, and it was interesting how me having like a few less losses increased my profits by a lot more. And just by like four less losses could increase my profits by so much. And I was like, yo, if I'm reading these trading journals and I'm like, hey, stop going for buys, 2-minute buys during a 10-minute sell zone, like in that area, and I'm saying that repeatedly, if I just stop doing that, the likelihood of my win rate increasing is so much. Like, there was such a difference between having a 70%, which is what I have currently, versus a 73%. There was such a big difference. And I was like, whoa. And I was like, okay, I peeped. So now it's really like much importance to me to really like reduce my losses as much as possible. Today's loss was iffy. Like, I don't think it was a bad setup, but I was unsure if I should take it because of the bearish momentum. That was the second time I've been in that position, and I definitely do want to watch the footage of that. I remember the candle for that one was like really running. This one was but not so much. So I was a little bit iffy about taking it, but I wanted to take it anyway because I had the same idea before. And I don't know, funny enough, the same shit happened. Now, this is not going to happen every time, but I had a zone marked on the 10-minute. It was like for a buy. It was one zone right there, and then there was a zone like on top of it. So let's say this is my zone, and the other zone was probably like over right here. So relatively close, but you're like, you don't know which one they're gonna react to, right? That's always like a up in the air one. So I chose to go to this one right here because that was the first one. So price is coming up to it, and I remember making an effort to see if the bearish momentum was like a lot. The last time I calculated it, the ticks was like 40 ticks. Today I calculated it, like the candle itself that was coming up into my zone, it was literally 40 ticks candle, and I still went for the buy. I'm looking at that, I'm like, bro, no. Now this one, it had bearish momentum, but the candle that came into it was like 11. It's pretty strong, but not as strong. So I was like, okay, maybe this might go. Price gets close into my area, maybe like one tick away from my entry, and reverses back for a buy and hits TP. One tick away. And then after it did that, It came into my zone, so I got an entry, and it had a pretty good reaction. I was pretty shocked. This is a 10-minute zone, so we're going for $100. And this one, I think it hovered between 50 to 75 in that range. And so it was just like, okay, like, we like that reaction, like, just that's what we're looking for. But then it just completely melted. Well, kind of. So it came back, stopped us out, and got a tick. Stopped us out, and then had the candle. So you see the wick past the stop loss by maybe like a tick, and then you see it start coming down again. So for a buy. So that way. And when I start seeing that, I'm like, it's gonna hit TP, isn't it? And a couple of minutes later, and it did. And I literally said to myself, yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day, because I know I've been in this exact same position, and it never has gone well. It's never gone well. I've literally, oh my gosh, you don't know how much, like, oh, and the you know the other zone I was talking about? Yeah, price, after it stopped me out and hit my TP, it then went to that zone, rejected off of it beautifully to just hit TP for that setup as well. So that was awesome to see. But I was done for the day, because I knew if I went for that one, I was trying to make my money back. And I was like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. I've been here before. I was like, no. We're doing actually really well, Kitty. Really well, and I'm proud of you. So please, just keep on doing what you're doing, being more aware, understand that you can be wrong, and, just try our best. We are going to tilt. That is something that is going to happen. But it's all about how we react to it. Like tilting, getting that urge, wanting to revenge trade, wanting to overtrade. So, and sometimes, even as professional, I won't always be able to control it. But a lot of times I will, right? And that's what we need to get to, because that's exactly what we're going to be. So I just need to become that person. So that's who I am. You know what I mean? Like this is what I want to be doing when I'm doing this and I'm making a good amount of money from it, man. This is how I want to be with myself. Like I want to be like aware and always documenting in some kind of way, or just expressing it and being like, hey, today was the first day when I was like really remembering to breathe. I've been watching like Randall Howell videos for a couple of months now, and he made an emphasis on breathing, and I realized today how much I really am not breathing when I'm on these trades. So it's like in certain moments when I'm just waiting for price to get an entry or waiting for something, I just today I was like, all right, let me drink some water, let me just do something, something like that. And it was really well. It worked well. So I just want to continue doing this, bro. I can be a sore loser. I can hate to lose, but this, bro, I literally have nothing else to ride on, bro. Like, we have nothing else that I want to ride on. I talk about getting a job. I don't want to get a fucking job, dude. I don't want to get a job. I want to be a trader. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do different things like that, bro. And that's like that's literally like, that's everything, man. That's everything to me. And I wasn't realizing that until recently, like, about all this shit. And this stuff is, it's a lot. But I'm excited still. You know, I want this. Like, I want to be able to go through this journey because I know that it's so fucking worth it. And I know that, like, I wouldn't want anything else, dude. Like this is where I belong. This is who I was meant to become. And like, I want to run with it, and I need to run with it because I promised myself I was going to listen to my soul more. And so this is what came of that. And so I need to listen to it. And it's not going to say like, oh, we got to stick to the thing, you know, change the plan, not the goal. So it's like, but it's like, if we're feeling like, okay, that makes so much more sense to me, even though it's a lot less money, it's like, yeah, it's a business, you know, and it can grow over time depending on it. But I need income, I need money, and I am aware of that. I do need something like stable. I do realize that, and that's why I want to make myself stable so that I can make trading relatively stable, right? I'm not going to be making the same amount every single month, which is something that is going to be hard for me to deal with. But unless it's like, because it's like, it gotta be like, all right, one time I'm making 900, the other time I'm making 500, maybe 300. Like, it can't be like one time I made 500, the other time I made negative 800, then the next time I made 300. Like, no, it gotta be like like in that pocket. Like, I gotta have a pocket, and that pocket can't be, you know. So yeah, man, like, I believe in myself. Like, bro, I know I can do this. Like, bro, I know I can fucking do this shit. I'm just so scared of money. That's really it. Like, so scared of like doing it, because like I can see myself doing it. Like, and I was thinking about the payouts, and I was like, I could see that too, no lie. Like, and I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm glad I'm reading into it more, so I'm not as shocked as I could be. But it's just like, the more you read into this shit, it's like, damn, bro, like, all of this, I might as well just grow my personal account, right? I might as well just do it like that. Like, all of this rules, like 2,800 to make 1,500. I'm like, what? Trading is hard. What do you mean? I can't have that. Bro, that shit sound ass, but you're making money. And if you buy multiple accounts, are able to manage copy trading multiple accounts at the same time, you can make a good amount. So it's one of those things. I gotta think about it. Alright, so I've been thinking for a while, and I was like, I might just do the prop firm, go for the $500 target. That's something that I feel confident that I can do. Go for that, shoot for that. Just so we have that feeling of like a payout, right? So I'm doing the numbers, I'm cranking it, you know, the margins, just with all of this and like what that could possibly mean potentially. I still resonate with the idea of growing my personal account. I just need to find out a way for me to make money. I'm still thinking about stuff. I'm definitely gonna sleep on all of this, and yeah, I'll let you know. But this video is extra long, so why can I do that? Whatever. Don't forget to like, comment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.